If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Jimmy Butler just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. The roar of the NBA world has just erupted, and this time, it's not because of another Steph Curry deep three or a highlight reel dunk from Jonathan Kuminga. No, this is bigger. This is about a move so unexpected, so seismic, that it's sending shockwaves through every front office, locker room, and fan base from San Francisco to Miami. Jimmy Butler, the man they call Jimmy Buckets, the heart and soul of the Miami Heat, the relentless competitor who thrives when the lights burn brightest, has just made a move that could alter the very DNA of the Golden State Warriors. This isn't just another signing, this isn't just another trade rumor, this is a tectonic shift in the NBA's power structure. For over a decade, the Golden State Warriors have been defined by a core: Steph Curry's legendary shooting, Draymond Green's fiery defense, Klay Thompson's cold-blooded scoring. Together, they've built a dynasty, winning championships, rewriting the record books, and inspiring a whole new generation of hoopers. But as the years have passed, the whispers have grown louder: the dynasty is aging, the championship window is closing, and the league's younger, hungrier teams are circling like sharks in the water. The Warriors needed a jolt. They needed an infusion of energy, grit, and fearlessness. And now they've got it. Jimmy Butler is not your typical superstar. He's not a player who chases stats or cares about regular season accolades. He's not obsessed with being the most popular, he's obsessed with winning, with grinding, with going to war for his teammates. His story is one of defying the odds, from being overlooked in high school to grinding his way into the NBA as the 30th overall pick in 2011, to becoming the beating heart of the Miami Heat's culture. And now, that same fire, that same relentless will to win, is about to ignite the Golden State locker room. Sources close to the situation say this move has been in the works for weeks. Quiet, behind-the-scenes conversations between Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. and Miami's front office, all while the media's eyes were locked on other teams. The Warriors knew that if they wanted to keep competing with the likes of Nikola Jokic's Nuggets, Luka Doncic's Mavericks, and the ever-dangerous Celtics, they couldn't just run it back with the same roster. They had to bring in someone who could match the intensity of the biggest playoff moments, someone who wouldn't back down from LeBron, Giannis, or even a hostile road crowd in Game 7. Jimmy Butler checks every single one of those boxes. But what does this mean for the Warriors' style of play? That's where things get even more fascinating. Golden State's offense has always been about ball movement, spacing, and shooting. Butler, while a capable scorer, brings something different: a mid-range game that can punish defenses when the three isn't falling, a physical post-up game against smaller defenders, and an ability to draw fouls and live at the free throw line. And on defense? Forget about it. Butler's a nightmare for opposing wings, a player who can guard multiple positions and set the tone with his effort. Imagine a playoff series where the Warriors can throw Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins at an opponent's top scorer. That's a defensive wall most teams won't be able to climb. And then there's the intangible factor. Butler's leadership is unlike anything else in the league. He holds teammates accountable, he pushes them to be better, and he does it all while leading by example. In Miami, they called it Heat culture. In Golden State, they might just call it championship insurance. Because with Jimmy Butler in the mix, the Warriors' margin for error just got a lot bigger. Of course, a move of this magnitude doesn't come without sacrifices. Reports indicate that the deal to bring Butler to the Bay involved parting with multiple young pieces, including Moses Moody and a package of future draft picks. Jonathan Kuminga's name was heavily rumored in early talks, but in a shocking twist, the Warriors managed to keep him, a clear sign they still believe in his future as a two-way star. Instead, the Heat get assets to reload around Bam Adebayo, while Butler gets the chance to chase another ring alongside Steph, Draymond, and Wiggins. But perhaps the most intriguing part of this story is how Butler himself pushed for the move. According to insiders, Butler had grown frustrated in Miami, not with his teammates, but with the organization's inability to secure another star to complement him and Bam. After back-to-back deep playoff runs that ended short of a championship, Butler reportedly told Pat Riley and the front office that he wanted a real shot at the title, and that meant going to a team that was already built to win now. The Warriors, with their championship pedigree and still lethal core, were at the top of his list. The ripple effects around the league are already being felt. Western Conference contenders are scrambling to figure out how to match the Warriors' new level of toughness. In Denver, Nikola Jokic might have to face a team with enough defensive versatility to actually slow him down. In Los Angeles, LeBron James and Anthony Davis know that their path to another title just got more complicated. And in Dallas, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving might be looking at a nightmare scenario where Butler is hounding them for 48 minutes. For the Warriors, this move isn't just about this season, it's about extending the dynasty. Steph Curry is still one of the best players in the world, but he's 37 years old and can't be expected to carry the load every night. Butler gives him a partner who thrives in big moments and can take over games when needed. Draymond Green now has another defensive dog to run with, someone who matches his intensity and will bring out the best in him. And the younger guys? They now get to learn from one of the most relentless competitors in basketball. It's also worth noting how this changes the Warriors' identity. For years, they've been known for their finesse, their beautiful ball movement, and their deadly shooting. Now, with Butler, they add an edge, a mean streak that could make them even more dangerous in a playoff series. This team won't just beat you with skill, they'll outwork you, out-tough you, and outlast you. Fans in the Bay Area are already buzzing, with social media exploding the moment the news broke. Videos of Butler highlights are being shared everywhere, with captions like "the missing piece" and "Warriors just got scary." Season ticket sales are spiking, and you can bet Chase Center will be absolutely electric when Butler makes his home debut. But make no mistake, this isn't going to be easy. The Western Conference is a battlefield, and every contender has reloaded. The Warriors still have to navigate the challenges of integrating a new star into their system, managing minutes, and staying healthy. Butler himself has dealt with injuries in recent years, and the grind of an NBA season is unforgiving. But if there's one thing we know about Jimmy Butler, it's that when the games matter most, he shows up. Just ask the Milwaukee Bucks in 2023, when Butler single-handedly took down the #1 seed with one of the greatest playoff performances in history. Steph Curry knows this might be his last great shot at a title. Draymond Green knows the dynasty won't last forever. Klay Thompson, still chasing his pre-injury form, knows he has to adjust his game. And Jimmy Butler? He knows exactly why he's here to win. Not to talk about it, not to hope for it, to take it. As training camp approaches, the Warriors are about to become the most watched team in the NBA again. Every practice, every preseason game, every bit of body language between Butler and the rest of the core will be dissected. Opposing fans will wonder if the fit will work. Doubters will question if Butler's intense personality can mesh with Golden State's free-flowing style. But if it does, if the chemistry clicks and the talent aligns, we could be looking at one of the most dangerous teams in NBA history. And so, here we are. A dynasty that many thought was on its last legs just got a lifeline. A superstar with a chip on his shoulder just found a new home. And the rest of the league? They've been put on notice. The Golden State Warriors aren't done yet. In fact, they might just be getting started. Jimmy Butler, welcome to the Bay.